this content is for kids.
It's not for kids.
Isn't that what I said?
No, it's not for kids. If you are 13 years or younger, this is not for you. Do I have to kill somebody in order to actually make that point across?
No, man, you don't have to kill
Wait
no one.
a second.
Oh, no.
When we return to our planet, the High Court may well sentence you to torture.
He likes movies, we like movies. Septum Sin versus the world. 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 I'd buy that for $1.
Greetings! You're watching Septum Sin vs. the World. I'm Septum Sin. I'm here to show you something cool. My Switch collection. The entire thing, all the games. We're going to move fairly quickly, but I'm going to do a comment on each one as we go. If I'm really feeling fancy, I may even tie in some footage. I am not going to guarantee that, though, because that might take a long freaking time. But we'll see. So, first off, we've got Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, this game is one that helped me get many through the pandemic, the first parts of it. I can tell you it's empty right now because I got my wife a Switch, Animal Crossing themed, and she's commandeered this game and one other game in my collection. I briefly took the case to show it off so that y'all could see it. I liked it good enough, but I'll admit I got tired of it after a couple of months. I don't know. It's fun, it's kind of relaxing, but it's not fully for me, I'll admit. Alright, game number 2, The Binding of Isaac, plus Afterbirth. I like games that kind of have that dungeon crawly feel. This is kind of a dungeon crawly shooter. I played this on the PC, because I got it for very little money. And, I don't know, I mean, it's such a odd and messed up story. It's got some pretty cool stuff in there, and I think that the Switch is a perfect one for this. I got it cheap. I think it's a pretty cool looking game. As you can see, it's still in the shrink wrap. Alright, now here's one of my rare ones. I got some limited run here. Matter of fact, 90% of my limited run games are Switch, because to me, all the game is usually put on the Switch cartridge when it comes to limited run. I cannot guarantee it for the other systems. But for this one, I went ahead and got it because it's Celeste. It's Game of the Year edition. So you've got this. It's not the special. I don't think I got the special for any of them. I only have like a couple of special looking box things for Switch games. This is a really hard platformer. I enjoy the music, I enjoy the feel, but it is very hard for me. So, you know, I'll show off a little bit here, because I got this, I got the manual, and that's something I love about limited runs. They usually print full-on manuals for their games, so you can literally see it. And it's cool that the Switch cartridges, the Switch boxes still have a place to hold a manual. It just goes right like that. And of course, this is the card for it. It might be worth some money. I don't know. I haven't checked. I mean, I'm not selling it anytime soon. But you never know. Probably worth more than I paid for it, though. So, the other one here, again, I need to open this eventually because I do want to play these games again, is the Collection of Mana. I never beat Seiken Densetsu 3, which is the third game. I did emulate it, but I never did get to beat it. I've never really beaten Final Fantasy Adventure. Those are the 3 on here, the Game Boy and then the 2 SNES ones. I really liked the third game. I just never got into it. I just have a hard time beating anything, a cat, beating anything that is emulated. I don't know why. It's just really hard. But I love Secret of Mana. I've beaten the hell out of that many times, and to me it's the best version. I've got that updated version that they did. No. Fuck that. Yep. Wow. This is a Fubi. He's come in because he wants some attention. He wants to whine. So, something fun, and I got this because I thought it would be fun to have this on the Switch, and that is the Dark Souls Remastered. It doesn't look as good as my copy that I have on the Xbox One. Really, Cat? Alright. I mean, take a look at this. See this? See this? He's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna mess with your stuff. Oh well, whatever. I did like this. It's kind of cool to play Dark Souls on the go. I have beaten Dark Souls, but I beat the remastered on the Xbox. It just looks better, plays better. Overall, it's just a better product. But still, seeing it on the Switch is pretty fun. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, so, one I had to get, and one you can't get easily in stores, you kind of have to buy it online, is the Deadly Premonition Origins game, which is, it's the Deadly Premonition's Director's Cut. They ported it to Switch. Switch is easily powerful enough to run this. I just like having it on physical. I also like having it on Switch. I'm rewatching Twin Peaks right now, and this is Twin Peaks the game, essentially. And I had to get the second one as well. I've heard it's terrible. I've heard the Switch is buggy as hell, but, I mean, again, I expect it to be. I expect it to be terrible. But I'll probably play it anyway, and hopefully beat it. Alright. We got some RPGs. Now here's one I got as an import, which is fine because you have the default language in English. And that is the import, Japanese import, by the way, of the Dragon Quest trilogy. I would love for them to release all of the Dragon Quest games on the Switch. That would be really awesome. This would be a good time to have that worked on version of 10, just so we could have them all. But it has the first 3 games. These are unfortunately the ones that were made for mobile, but the Switch actually suits mobile well, because once you're playing it in undocked mode, it might as well be it's a freaking tablet. That's what it is. So I finally beat Dragon Quest II in this version. So it is kind of cool to have it. And I do love the third. The third Dragon Quest game is one of my favorite Dragon Quests. So it is cool having it on the Switch. I can play it on my big TV in a fairly good version. That makes it worth it right there. Speaking of worth it, Dragon Quest XI. This is the version they added stuff to. Now they've since ported this version to other systems where you can play it in the 16-bit style. You can and it has the extra dungeons and stuff, but still it's really cool they fit this giant game into one package. Just a little itty bitty cartridge there. I love that. I am glad to have it. I'm not sure whether I'm going to purchase it on a higher grade system. It is available on Game Pass, so it's hard to say whether I'll play it on this or play it on Xbox. It's hard to say. I've got the Series X. It could play well on that. So another one that I've got on multiple systems is Skyrim. I just like getting the Zelda costume and sword and just going around like like Link. I make a blonde character and make him look like Link. I hunt it down. Even if you have an amiibo, you don't have to hunt it down, but if you don't, you just go to the top of the mountain. It's in a chest at the top of the mountain, and then you go for it. It is kind of the bare bones, and you don't do mods. Nintendo doesn't do mods. So, So the next one, I got this on a Black Friday sale, is Fire Emblem Three Houses. I've heard a lot about it. I have never played a Fire Emblem game. I played some strategy games. I've even beaten ones like Disgaea 2, Final Fantasy Tactics, etc. So I am looking forward to trying this out. We'll see if I love it as much as it is. Alright, so this one I had to get because motion controls. Ghostbusters, the video game. This is the unofficial third movie. It was actually, you have all the original actors returning for it. You got the writers involved. I've always wanted to play it. I had it for Switch. I played it a little bit, and you use the motion controls for the capturing. I think they do the same on this one. I am very curious. I've been wanting this as a remaster. I'm glad to have it in my collection. Maybe never play it, but hey. Another one I got from Limited Run, but this is one of the ones that they partner with Best Buy with, so it's a little bit less limited, and that's Golf Story. I don't usually like golf games, but this is supposedly a golf RPG, and I had to check it out. It just had to be checked out. That's all there is to it. Alright, so next up we got one of our Zelda games. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I wanted to get the prequel for, well, Breath of the Wild, and this is the prequel, story-wise. Now, I've been told to play it after Breath of the Wild, so maybe one day I'll beat Breath of the Wild and do it. I like Dynasty Warriors style stuff, and, I like Dynasty Warriors 2 at least. I don't remember if I played any of the others. I played the Gundam one. So this one might be fun. It might be enjoyable, just going around beating the crap out of everything. Now this one is from First Print Games. I had to get this, and I got it with a CD and a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't have all that stuff with me right now, but that's It'll Do. Now this is a cute little Zelda clone that involves more of the puzzle solving than the fighting, where Zelda kind of mixed and matched it. This is probably about 70% puzzles, 30% combat. It's still a fun game. It's cool to have a female protagonist, and it just in general it is a good one. I have not beaten this one yet. I have not played the Switch port on it, but it was digital for the longest time. I'm glad to have it on physical. Now the reason for that is I got this much earlier, and this was a wide release on physical, which was It'll Do 2. You can see even now I bought it on sale. I am curious about this one, but I don't know. I have to actually play it first. Again, similar stuff. I don't know whether it's any better or worse or harder, but maybe if I'm wanting some puzzle solving adventure, I'll do it. I love the cartoony graphic style. They did increase that, and I did love that part. Now, as you can see, this one still has it in the thing. As a matter of fact, I'm going to liberate it from that because screw you GameStop. So, get my little disc. Put that in there. And as you can see, this one actually does have a manual, much like the previous. And I'm sure the other game has one too. But that's really cool. I love the illustrations. You have a little map that comes with it. Sorts. That's pretty cool. So, these are really good. And these would go where you are supposed to put manuals and such. In here. So. Alright. So, the last in the first pile is Katamari Reroll. Now, I had gotten word that GameStop, it was a GameStop exclusive and the physical, and that they were only creating a limited number of them, and people panicked of it, and I went ahead and got it. It's a cool remaster of the original Katamari game. I like Katamari. I'm kind of sad that it never really made the leap to modern age systems. So I am kind of glad to have this one for myself. I have one of the other Katamari games on my PlayStation 3, but it is good to have it on current gen systems. So, pile number 2. We'll move you over here because of that. So pile number 2. So the first one here is, well, a pretty obvious one. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, I also had bought the expansion code with it, so I have the motorcycle and all that stuff. This is supposed to be one of the premier games. One of the 2 huge ones that was really the system sellers for this. And it is a beautiful Zelda game. I don't know, open world games, they have to grab me. It hadn't grabbed me the last 2 times I've tried it, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try it again. 3rd time's a charm. I will try it again. I tried coming back to it, and I was like, I gotta remember all this stuff again. So I'm probably just going to start over, and this time, play it until the end. I got blinded by next gen science. So also, though, is this cute little game called Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. I never beat the Game Boy version, though I had it and I played it a lot. I just have difficulty playing and beating things on handheld. But I love the kind of claymation style that they decided to go for on it. It is very cute. I am curious how they did it. It's a short game. I may even try this one first before I go through Breath of the Wild. But either way, it's going to be fun. So I have a couple of Lego games. I have Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. I got this very cheap. I like a good Lego game. I love the Lego Star Wars games. I like the Lego Harry Potter games. I might have to do that. So, let's keep moving. So one that my wife also absconded with was Mario Kart 8. We play this a lot. I have actually gotten trophies on all the tracks, so I'm pretty good with this one. I enjoy this. This is a good one-off or two-off game. I need to get the splitter for the TV upstairs so that we can just easily do that instead of removing the HDMI, putting it into the other system, so we can do that. It has a crap ton of characters. I usually either play as Toad or my Mii. I'm not going to lie. And that's about it for that particular one. I don't have much else to say. I mean, it's beautiful. If you like Mario Kart, you're going to love this game. There's no doubt in my mind. Alright, so speaking of Mario games, I presented this as well. I'm going to take this little Best Buy tag off of it. In fact, I'm going to take you, I'll put you there. That is Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, to me, this is one of those that I do want to see more of. So, I am curious. I like some strategy games. I've heard this is really good. What I've seen played of this is really fun looking. I think I'm going to check it out as soon as I can. Most assuredly. So, I went ahead and I got this because I am a Mega Man fan. So Mega Man 11 came out. I had to get it on the platform that Mega Man was meant to be played on, Nintendo. So Mega Man 11 is a continuation of the original Mega Man games. There were 10 in the kind of NES style-ish, some of them. And this one ups the graphics, ups the control scheme a bit, and makes quite the game from what I've been told. I've heard this is really good, that they put a lot of effort into this. I applaud Capcom. I heard it didn't sell as well as it should, but this is going to be one that I'm going to be trying. I want to rebeat all of the other Mega Mans first. Speaking of, I have the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. This has all 10 Mega Man games in it. Now, unfortunately, only one of them is, the first one is the only one that's downloadable. The second one you gotta get a code for, which is kind of sad. I'm kind of glad I didn't, that I purchased this and I didn't, that it wasn't used. Used versions, unfortunately, are like that. But the one with the most games is actually on the disc. The second one, is downloadable. So I have both of these on the system. It's just a matter of playing it all the way through. I like that they have the rewind mechanic because Lord knows this game was hard. I've actually beaten the first 4 Mega Mans without any trouble. And I've beaten Mega Man all the way through 8 with trouble. And I did that without the rewind mechanic back when they did a Mega Man collection on the PlayStation 2. So I'm curious as to how this one works out. But that's not all. I also got the Mega Man X collection. I really love the first Mega Man X, so I'm very curious as to how the rest of these turn out. I never got the others, but I did beat the hell out of it. I mean, I even got the Hadouken ability. I just love that game. So I am looking forward to opening this up. I'm guessing that this one also has one of the 2 sitting there in the case. Yep. Like the first one, it's just a download. It's the download code for the second one. And the game holds the first one. Come on, Nintendo. And then, of course, we have Mega Man Zero ZX Collection. I just had to complete it. I know nothing about these games. Nada. I know who Zero is. And I'm willing to bet that this one also has... Well, no. This one does have all the games on it. Which, I don't get that. 16 and 8-bit. Nintendo. You could fit those on the small discs. I don't get that. You fit 6 games on this. What the heck, Nintendo? Alright, because I like having a board game to play with people, and we played this on party nights, I got Monopoly. It is a fun version of Monopoly. I do like it. I like the 3D game boards. It's just kind of cool to have it. I like Monopoly as a party game, so it's kind of fun to have it. I don't take Monopoly on the go, but I do like it with parties. We can just get around, gather, and play Monopoly. You take this controller and but don't throw the controller. It might hurt you. Alright, this next one I really wanted, and this one had a fairly limited printing. Though not as limited as Limited Run, but most stores didn't get very many copies. And that's Moonlighter. I like this. I looked at it concept-wise. It's another Zelda-style game, but this is where you go in the dungeons, you collect items, and you sell the treasures in your store. And that's pretty cool. You're just basically, you're doing you're moonlighting, essentially, as an adventurer. And that's just, I just love that concept. It is really cool. It looks cool. So many good games. No time. Time is taken up by, and work. Lots of work. So another one I was really happy to get, but Lord knows I was not going to pay the prices for. And that was the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It was 2 games that they had in because the Super Mario Bros. U did ship Luigi U separately. But Mario Maker 2 is out there. You don't need a lot of these extra anymore because the levels are in Mario Maker for this. This has not got any gimmicks that Mario Maker doesn't have. But I do like having it. I like the other one that was for the Wii. So it's kind of good to have this. It's the one where you had the crown that turns a Toadette into a Princess Peach. So, yeah, no. Still, I am curious how this turns out. I need to play it. I never did have a Wii U, so it's good to have it. When it was 20-something, it was worth buying for that. It wasn't worth buying for 60. So another limited run game that I have, that not many others have, is Night Trap. Night Trap, Night Trap. This is where you play this guy. These guys are trying to protect these women in this house from crazy vampires. And I think this one also comes with a, I want to say it comes with a documentary as well, which is pretty cool. This is one of the games, this is the alternate cover there. This is one of the games that got the code, the video game code on, which is crazy. This is the limited run card. And of course, you got your manual. But it's a live action game. Basically, it was on the Sega CD at first, and you essentially are using these security cameras to catch these ninja vampire things that are wandering around before they can take out the family, and use traps. The biggest challenge, this is what always lags me up, is finding out when they switch the codes. Because they do that randomly, and you got to find out. You got to listen. You got to eavesdrop until you find out what it is. I always try and listen to them, and then the other things they get away, and I never find out when the whole thing is. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'll come back to it eventually. It's not that great a game. It's more for history's sake. Now, another one that's really awesome is this game, Octopath Traveler. Now this is made by a company that's doing a Final Fantasy Tactics style strategy game soon. They're kind of remaking a lot of stuff in the old style but new, so this is kind of like dioramas and stuff. It is really pretty. It's done in the style of like Final Fantasy VI, and it is really pretty. It is really cool. I have played a lot of this game, but I keep forgetting stuff. I stop, and then I can't come back to it. This is on multiple things, and is on Game Pass now, so if you've got an Xbox, you can play this. Now, to me, it's worth playing. Worth seeing. If you like Final Fantasy, I think that you would like that game. So, next up, we have the game Ring Fit Adventure. Now, I have the Ring Fit. It's sitting in my thing. I did play this quite a bit. Back in the day when it came out, but I'll admit I fell off of it. It does really work you out, though. It does do that. So, I don't know. I'll probably get back into it one day. I need to get like a mat that I can run on, so I'm not like hurting my feet so much when I'm running. And it is kind of cool. I mean, they have you do different exercises to fight monsters. It does kind of make it fun. I would love to have this like with a full-on running mode. Like you could like have one that lasts for a good half hour where you're just running through different sceneries and stuff like that. I think they could utilize that ring for multiple things, especially the running part. I really think that they need to up their game there. Like a day like today where it's raining really hard, I think that would work out very well. Alright, my final pile. Alright, so Valkeria Chronicles 4. Well, the first one, I got that when it came out for the PlayStation 3. I never beat it. It's a really cool strategy game to where you are kind of in this World War II fantasy setting, and you command these people and will fight. So this is the fourth game in the series. It looks really cool. The third game never came out in the United States, and the second game was only on the PSP, which I do, by the way, have. But still, and I played a lot of that one as well. This one I have not played, but I do look forward to checking it out when I finally beat the first game and the second game. So, another limited run game. This one does have some value to it from what I have heard. And that is Saturday Morning RPG. This one's still sealed, so I can't really show you the card or anything on it. But I don't even remember when I ordered it. I just ordered it a while back and got a copy. It looked fun. It's supposed to be targeting my generation, late Gen Xers. And I don't know whether I'll even open this in the future, but I may, because I do want to play it. I do want to check it out. And I doubt I'm going to sell it anytime soon, but at the same time, I don't know. It's super valuable. You always hate that when there's something like that that's valuable, and you're like, but if I open it, it's going to lose its value. Well, I mean, I'm not playing it right now anyway, so there's no point in opening it right now, but I may in the future. Don't know. I don't really plan on selling it anytime soon, unless somebody makes me a really good offer. Now, a recent limited run game that was released, I got this not too long ago on the pickups, is Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game, the complete edition. So this comes with all the DLC. It's cleaned up a bit. I actually still have the downloaded copy of the original one, which is on my PlayStation 3. But I do like how they've got this. I mean, it really does speak back to your old school Super Nintendo days. I mean, look at that. They've got it definitely, they got it down. And, you got your various enemies and such. Here's your classic beat 'em up. There's my card for the limited run. Got my ticket for the Clash at Diamond Head. I mean, Demon Head, which is a NES reference, I believe. So some pretty fun stuff. Very hard game. You gotta really, sometimes you gotta grind. Grinding in a beat 'em up, yes. But it is still quite fun. Alright. So this one I don't know anything about, and that is Shining Resonance Refrain. It's an anime style RPG, it looks like. It looks like an action RPG-ish. Maybe it's not. Yeah, it looks like an action RPG. I am not very familiar with the series. I do like that it has its little thing in here. Of course, it's got the voice pack on here, which is kind of cool. I don't know, this one might have been used, but there's no DLC code, so I don't think that. So I do think it does have the Japanese voice pack in it, which is good. I mean, I don't know whether I'd watch it like this or the other. But, oh wait, no, I did get it new. Never mind. So, no, this is all good. And one day. So one that I have played a lot of, but never actually beaten any of, is Snk Anniversary Collection. And they have some DLC, which is even more games on it. So there's a whole bunch of SNK games, like the Akari Warriors one, which I love playing Akari Warriors 2 on hardware. I also love playing Crystalis on the hardware. I don't think either one of those is available on the online to stream, but it's also cool that I've actually got this. I love playing the arcade stuff. I don't know. I need to plug it in again to see if I can download the DLC that they did, so that I'll at least have it. So if they discontinue it, then I'll still have it. Now this is one of the original ones I got for the system, and it does play silky smooth, and that is the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. This is what I wanted in the Street Fighter game. They had another one out that I didn't really care for, but this one actually caters to those of us who grew up with Street Fighter. Has the original Street Fighter game, which they had. They didn't include a controller. It had the big pound mats that you got in the arcades, but it has the original Street Fighter. It has Street Fighter 2, all the different Street Fighter 2 editions, including the Super Street Fighters, the Street Fighter Alphas, and the Street Fighter 3s. So all of those all the way up to that. A lot of fun to be had. Now this one's now OOP and no longer available to buy online, and that is the Super Mario 3D All-Stars Collection. The rare game that everybody has, ladies and gentlemen. For the 35th anniversary, they announced this game pack and then said, by the way, we're discontinuing it after March. But it includes an okay version of Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. I would love to see Galaxy 2 just because I beat the hell out of 64. I have never beaten... I even got all the stars in 64. I've never beaten Mario Sunshine, but I played it, and I've never played Mario Galaxy. So it's kind of cool to have it. I played a bit on 64, and it does play pretty well. It's just, you can tell it's an emulated thing. They didn't do a lot of work to it. But one that they did do a lot of work to is Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. I've heard a lot of cool things about Bowser's Fury, and it looks pretty darn cool. As you can see, it's empty right now because that's the one I've got and I've been playing on. Slowly, because Ghost of Tsushima's taken up most of my gaming time. But still, an awesome game. So, I'm going to pause from the Marios because I forgot about this one. I got this for 15 bucks. This Starlink Battle for Atlas with Star Fox. So, essentially it's a shoot 'em up, or where you are you play your spaceship, but you have a little toy that comes with it. Now, there's a sensor that picks up on the toy and knows what you're using. So you can actually use the Star Fox spaceship in it, and you can play as Star Fox for a special adventure. So that's pretty darn cool right there. I mean, obviously I'm going to play it like it's a Star Fox game when I do get it. I've heard it was a really solid game. I don't know why it didn't sell very well. I guess it was just running on the end of that toy game thing, and people were just getting tired of it. I don't know, but it is kind of sad to see it go like that. At least for this one, I thought it was pretty cool concept there. So, the one that is worth $60, that's a Mario game, is Super Mario Maker 2. You can not only make your own levels with all the equipment that's included for New Super Mario Brothers, Mario Brothers 1, Mario Brothers 2, Mario Brothers 3, and Super Mario World. There's even some Mario 3D Land stuff in here, just not enough to make them fully 3D. But still, it is a really awesome thing. I need to get in here and get the DLC stuff taken care of, because the free DLC does give you the black and white stuff, so you can do some Game Boy type levels. I love this. This is everything Mario. If you love Mario, this is great. If you like a challenge, there's a lot of challenging levels online. This is just, in general, a fun experience if you like Mario platforming. So the other big title, there were two, Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey. These two are the big Switch sellers. Even today they are. And Mario Kart. So I guess three. This is the newest of the 3D Mario games. I have never played it. But I've heard it's good. One day. One day. I mean, you collect moons, you go to different worlds, you go to the real world. How they managed to do it better than Sonic 06, I don't know, because Sonic 06 is the best game ever made. That's a lie. I've never even played Sonic 06. Alright, but another one that's really awesome, and one that I haven't spent much on the character packs yet, is Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And it means Ultimate. Already this comes packaged with every character from every previous Smash Bros. Game. That's a huge character roster. but there's also multiple character packs. My hope is that once they finish all the character packs, they'll do a bundle, and I can just get the bundle with all the additional characters, because there's some cool ones. I mean, you've got Terry Bogard coming in there, you got Banjo-Kazooie, you got the Dragon Warrior guy, Edric, and the one from 11, of course, is the main person there. All the Mii skins. I really do want to get these things going. I just, like I say, I need to wait. Patience will serve me well. I've actually gone through and I've beaten the basic games with every character. I have not beaten the story. I've played it, but I haven't beaten the story mode yet. I need to get back into playing this game. It is a ton of fun. It's great to plug in, just boom, battle away. Alright, so you saw Trials of Mana earlier, but here is the remake of Trials of Mana. I've heard that out of all the remakes, and I played the remake of all three of the games. I have the first one on my PSP, the second game remake on the PlayStation 4, and here is the third game remake. So again, I do need to just get down. I don't think I have beaten, like, fully, because I don't know if you can really beat Mario Kart or beat Smash. Well, you can beat Smash Brothers, but I haven't beaten the storyline, so I don't think I've beaten any Switch games. I do need to just get in there and get into one of these games and do it, but I've heard this is really good. It looks fun. I like Secret of Mana. I liked what I played of this game on the SNES, on the emulator, so maybe this will be really good. I want to get the Saga collection, but I want Limited Run or one of these places to come out with a physical of the Saga collection so I can get Final Fantasy Legend 1, 2, and 3 on a physical. I just don't want to download it. And yeah. So the last three are all in the same series. So I got the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. It's one I've tried playing on the 3DS. I can't. I need a big screen for this one. The world is just too big for a little screen. I've heard a lot of good things. I've enjoyed what little I have played of it. It's an RPG where you're on top of these giant behemoth things. The whole world is you on top of these things. And I've heard a lot of cool stuff. The graphics are redone. The music's redone. I am looking forward to checking this game out. So, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So let's take a look. So the first part here is this is the prequel of it, Torna: The Golden Country. Now this one is out of print in the physical, which is sad, but I went ahead and I got it because I heard it was out of print. Eventually I'm going to be tackling these giant RPGs on the system, so this one is going to be one of the ones I go. I think I'm supposed to tackle this one before the second game. Y'all can tell me in the comments if you've beaten this one in the second game, which one to play first. I'm guessing that one because it's a prequel, but I also have, of course, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Again, haven't played it. It is a pre-owned copy. I got it really cheap, but again, I've heard mixed opinions of this one. But still, looks good. I'm sure it's going to be fun. I'm sure it's going to be worth checking out. Well, that was a long video. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Did you see anything that you feel like I should have in the collection? I do have the No More Heroes physicals pre-ordered, so I'm hoping that I'll get those 2 limited run ones just because I do love the series, so I think that would be cool to have them. But otherwise, if you enjoyed this, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and share. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.